Hello and welcome to Coast Nation Fan TV. I am Bilo. I am your host. This channel is for interacting with Kaizer Chiefs fans, so I am interested to hear your opinion. So make sure to leave it down on the comment section below and like this video so that YouTube can spread it to more people like you. Now to the video. I want us to talk about Terrence Mashego, a left back, Cape Town City, a very good player as well. And it seems like Vele Bruce prefers him over the other left backs that we have in the country. And Vele, I wouldn't waste my time and tell you and try to convince you how good of a player he is, because that's something that is known and that is out there. But what I want to talk about more is, what does signing Terrence Mashego mean about him and the potential hurdles that we might have to face or that we will face trying to sign this player. And the first thing which is said, if you think about it at times, is that we have a new left back that we just signed from Mazulu last season, Mabiliso. And the fact that Mabiliso this past season that we just came from barely even played, and then when he finally is about to start a new season where we were expecting him to be the first in line, all of a sudden we're signing a left back. So that starts to tell you Shuti, Zwane, or even whoever sporting director, Junior, they don't really see like or have the much confidence Mabiliso, because otherwise they wouldn't sign someone also by direct competition at the same time in the team, if you get what I'm saying. They would probably promote a boy from, I don't know, the MTC team or someone else. But the fact that Chiefs could potentially buy a left back, that tells you a lot about the confidence that they have in Mabilis. And obviously it could just be the fact that they are not even trying to replace Mabilis or something like that. It's possible, but it's just because of squad depth. What do I mean? Because if you think about it right now, we have Hlanti who is in his early 30s right now, and Zwane and Velune, new technical team. Direction etatwayo, we are not trying to play abantu abadala, we are trying to bring up intwane encane and get them playing with Chiefs. So you could see why that is good, because another thing that you want in a team is that when you take out another player, you bring in a good player in such a way that but if I do a like-for-like substitution, it's actually a like-for-like substitution. Rating yomdlali iyafana, they're in the same level. So it could also be that it might not necessarily mean they don't trust Mabiliso, but they just want to create healthy competition for him. And another thing, as I was talking about by squad depth, is the fact that during the season, mid-season, we're going, well, Tina, we're not going. But mid-season, there will be World Cup in Qatar, which is the first World Cup to be held in November, because Qatar is hot during June, July. So that's why their World Cup is in November. So because of that, you might need to have Vela Badlala Baning, because the matches will be coming thick and fast. So muscle injuries, because as you know, if a player has a muscle injury, they're likely to miss most of the games rather than umdlali who just gets injured. But people who get muscle injuries but out for long. So you could get it when you see from that side. It might not necessarily be about just Mabilis or being bad, but it could also be just about the fact that we are going to the World Cup, and then and then the next thing you know, Segne AFCON. So if we qualify for AFCON as well, which I hope we do, as South Africa, then the season, even if we hadn't qualified for AFCON, the season was still going to take a break during the AFCON time. So that means the matches will be close to each other to make sure to accommodate both the international, not even national breaks, but it's tournaments, the biggest tournament and the second biggest tournament. So you see Uguti Vele, it's necessary, it's a necessary signing that we need, Mashego, and quality, talking about next season, Uguti, not just the season, but should we qualify for a CAF Champions League as I alluded to in the previous videos, ukuthi you don't then want to go to sign umdlalo. Oh, so say Champions League now, let's panic, let's get players. But if you get them now and they've held the competition kusuka manje, then by the time we get to the point where we're playing in the Champions League, then kuyobe sekwazi ukuthi mhlawumbe uMashego plays with DStv Premiership, and then Mabiliso udlala Champions League and Cups and all that stuff. Beswape healthy competition and good quality players abasebancane 23 and 22. So yeah, it's good competition. Hopefully that's all that is. It's not about quality Mabiliso. I really hope it's not about quality Mabiliso, because I know Mabiliso is a good player. Anyway, the issue with this signing is the fact that Cape Town City has he's on his last year, but apparently it has triggered a clause with contract to which they can deter people who are trying to sign him. So knowing Utinkla and how I have seen him, it seems like he doesn't like Chiefs. Maybe I'm just being over conspiracy here, if there's such a word. I don't think there's such a word. Maybe I'm being over, what's the word? Anyway, but Utinkla doesn't seem to like Chiefs, and I don't think he might sell his player to Chiefs. And I know it's not his decision, but he can plead with the board. We are competing with these Chiefs and we are selling our players to the very same Chiefs. And if you contract him from Cape Town City, they are not going to just let go of their players, because Cape Town City or Ajax or Santos, and now they are that team ambitious from Cape Town. This will be the big team in Cape Town. As you can see, Namazulu Manje, they are signing players like crazy, like, hey, Yamazulu signing that player, because now they are showing that ambition. They want to be the biggest team in KZN and compete in Alamatima Sekoli. So even with Cape Town City, they could have that in mind. So look, goalie, and vele from what we have seen, Terrence Mashego to Chiefs. But then Cape Town City they are deterring people who are trying to sign him. So that could also be a trick to increase isami yomdlalo ukuthi athengwe ngemali eningi, and that's a problem that we might have, because njengamanje with the priority of Chiefs right now is to sign midfielders, because that's where we're lacking the most. Midfielders and another forward, potentially a number 9 specifically. So the deal might hinge on that too. Is Chiefs going to pay a lot of money for him, especially given the fact that next season his contract is up and they might get him on a free? It remains to be seen. And this last issue is the most important one: assurance to play. So in the same interview where he said when he was growing up, he said to himself he would like to see himself play for Chiefs. He also said this: as much as there is that team you support, once you reach a particular stage, like now, it is about where you get the opportunity to play. Whether it is good or not, will I play or not, grow and all that, I want to leave a legacy. Ufuna ukudlala umfana, and understandably so, his good quality angeke beke benchini. Which means maybe Chiefs would have given him the assurance yokuthi uzodlala ahead of Hlanti and Mabiliso. Which means vele ke sekumele kube naleyo guarantee leyo. And vele Hlanti, I was expecting him to be transfer listed, because now he's over that age, and I don't really think he's a Zwane type of player. And as we've seen, ukuthi uZwane kwenzakalani ngaye and the players that he prefers to play. So we will see Bafethu ukuthi kwenzakalani. What do you think of this whole Terrence Mashego situation, and what do you think it means for Chiefs? What do you think it means for Mabiliso and Hlanti? Let me know down on the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and turn on the notification so that when I release the next video, you will be the first to know. And until next time, remember, equals. I'll pay you more. I didn't know what to do there.